videos, and I would love to apologize to the judge for my use of language throughout my social media in my past. I remember back in my social media following was truckers, and that was basically my following. So language was usually something that I didn't care too much about, and threw it around freely. And listening to my words in the courtroom there, I regret a lot of that, and I've done everything in my power to change that now. Anything I do for social media posts going forward. One of the biggest things that I noticed through Freedom Convoy was that there was a lot of young kids watching my social media posts, and they didn't need to hear that. So I always say that I probably grew the most throughout Freedom Convoy. I'm not an organizer. I'm not a protester. I'm not an activist. I'm just a blue collar truck driver. I run a famous red truck now, and every time I have that truck on the road, it's got the big Canada label down the hood on it, and I've people yelling at me on the radio. People, it's hard to make a mile because you've always got somebody that wants to stop and have a conversation. But I'm more than willing to do that. I've met so many amazing people across the country in the last 3 years, and very appreciative for all the support we have. Tamara and I, like I said, the world's longest mischief trial in Canada, but we're still standing, and we'll continue to stand. And come March 12th, regardless of the decision, I might lose the privilege to cross that border, because of a criminal charge on my record, or I might wind up with 10 years in federal prison, like what they're asking for right now. But we saved a lot of lives through Convoy, and we made a lot of the good friends, and woke a lot of people up. And for that, I'm eternally grateful. I hear these stories every day. I get messages from different people across the country just saying what a dark place people were in Canada throughout the convoy, or throughout the mandates. And we gave them light, and that was one of the biggest things that always brings me back to the point that we did the right thing. We're still standing. We continue to stand, and we'll stand no matter what happens in March.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid, folks. Don't listen to Justin Trudeau. We need this kind of attitude in Canada right now, because let me tell you, Justin Trudeau will fight tooth and nail to stay as leader of the Liberal Party and as Prime Minister of Canada, and he will use every trick in the Liberal handbook to do that. So we have to be vigilant, and we have to have perseverance to fight this battle to the end. As I've been saying since this station went on the air, we need to resolve to resist. And we need to fight for our free speech and our democratic rights to say what we believe, to speak, as John Diefenbaker said. And don't forget that t-shirt that's available out there in the store. I speak as a free Canadian, free to speak, free to believe in what I choose. And Justin Trudeau is not going to interfere with that. Thanks for being a part of the KRAYDEN'S Right Resistance, and we'll see you again soon.
So we are in a very precarious position in this country. We need a political change, but we also need to resolve to resist.